Hi guys, and in today's video I'm just gonna share with you why Sea of Thieves it really was a disappointment to me, and the problem I've been noticing in Xbox games and sandbox games in general. So yeah, let's get started. Disclaimer, this is just my opinion, so don't take it personally. If you enjoy the game, more power to you, but I'm just sharing with you my problems I had with it. Okay, so Sea of Thieves is an exclusive game to Xbox. It just released like yesterday, and it is a massive disappointment in many ways. First, it's a rare game, and like rare games are known, like Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong are known to be very it has that little, creativity, it has passion in it. And that's where I think the game lacked a lot, is the passion and creativity. It has a little cute moments like playing the instrument and stuff, but it doesn't really have that rare kind of game that we used to think of. And I think Microsoft needs to really lay off multiplayer games. I don't know why they keep thinking that massive multiplayer games are gonna, make a game good, because like thinking about it, Microsoft really relies on massive multiplayer games because of the Game Pass. They want people to keep, using it. And it's like you gotta focus on some single player titles, stuff like that. Because my main problem with the game is, the lack of stuff to do if you're a solo player. I played it solo. It was really boring. I didn't want to communicate with anybody else. I didn't know those people. It was like you couldn't just give me like a proxy group. Like, no. And the servers were down for a long while for the solo, but I just think it could have been handled way better. And it's not a game to play like solo at all. And that's where I think, it's where it needed to be the most, because Microsoft is really not making a lot of single player games or single player adventures. And all the stuff was there. It was a pirate game. It could have a lot of lore. It could have a lot of world building, stuff like that. But they settled for this sandbox kind of play that I think it's cheap, because it relies on the player to make it fun. I'm like, no, the game is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be like artificially fun because you have a group of friends that are, like weird, or like you have a group of friends that make it fun. That's not how it's supposed to be. The game is supposed to be somewhat fun on its own merit, and it wasn't. Like, I feel like that multiplayer aspect was like, could have been a function in a bigger game. Like, there should have been like a story mode, and then the multiplayer could have been that would have been perfectly fine. But knowing that that's a $60 game, is just, you have to make your own fun, is, why would you even bother? You're just playing for the assets, really. But that's where I think Microsoft needs the most. Like, they need to stop with the multiplayer games, or stop with the multiplayer heavy games. There's a difference. There could be multiplayer games done right, where, you have best of both worlds. A perfect example is Monster Hunter World. That game is heavy on multiplayer, but it's also, you could also like do your own things, grind and stuff, and hunt your own monsters on your own. And another thing is, Sea of Thieves doesn't really have a progressive system. You don't level up, you don't really grow as a character, and that's like a missed opportunity, because if you're gonna go through all that boring stuff and get the treasure, you want some like reward out of it. But there's not really any sense of accomplishment or anything like that. And this might sound like superficial, but the characters look really ugly. I don't know why Rare can't draw people, but I just didn't like the character designs at all. Like none of them. I'm like, okay, I know they're pirates, but did it have to be that ugly? Like, they don't watch Pirates of the Caribbean? But those are just my gripes with the game. I think it's big um a big mistake that they relied so much on multiplayer. I didn't even think that the game was just that heavy on the multiplayer. Like, you play solo and you're just gonna be bored. First, because you have to wait 20 minutes in the lobby, and then there's really nothing to do. Stuff like that. I've heard stories of the game being fun, but it was mostly the people made it fun, not the game was fun, which that is a difference. And that's why I don't really like sandbox games and stuff like that, because it just relies on people making it fun than the actual game. And I think that's kind of lazy, especially when Microsoft needed a like an exclusive the most. They just took like the easy way out and said, oh, here's a multiplayer game where you make it fun and stuff like that. Here we just provide the assets. It's like, you didn't even really try. And yeah, that's kind of a bummer, because I dusted off my Xbox for that, and now it's gonna go back to not being used as much, and that's a shame. But yeah, that was like my little rant, little thoughts on Sea of Thieves and the problem I have with Microsoft and their games like coming up. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you like agree? Do you disagree? Just let me know. Please leave a like, and if you really like my content, please consider subscribing. That will help a lot, and you could see my channel progress during like over time. So yeah, and my next video is gonna be an update, my monthly update on future plans for the channel and stuff like that, and update you all on like stuff like that. So yeah, have an awesome day. Oh wait, I have to work on my outro. But have an awesome day. You can follow me on Twitter at MandyLeePlays, and yeah, keep on gaming. Bye.